All right, everybody. So excited to have one of my amazing friends, Miss Maggie Jean, is here with me today. And I know we are going to have a phenomenal time as we go through and just chat and have some great dialogue, talking about some wins and learns and the journeys that we've been on, over the last couple of years. And, she provides services and solutions tailored to small and mid-sized companies, develop and train high performing leaders to really increase profit. So she and I do a lot of the same things. We've grown up with a lot of the same backgrounds as far as our previous work that we've done together. So I had the ability to be able to meet her when I was with Best Buy, and then we were both John Maxwell team members. So we immediately connected and bonded, and so excited to have her joining us today. So Miss Maggie Jean, tell us a little bit about your story. We want to hear from you, and I know we're going to kind of chat as we go through, but just so excited to have you here with us today.
Absolutely. And thank you, Beth. It's been a while. I am just so excited that, I'm here with you just for us to talk about our lives, talk about our businesses and where we're going. But, I really would like our audience to know something that has stuck in my heart, has never left me. The day that I met you, Beth, I will never, ever forget that we were attending our holiday meeting for our previous employer, and I was coming to the elevator. And there you were, you just held the elevator for me. It's just, you could have decided, nah, because you waited and held the elevator for me. And then we just got to chatting. By the time we got to the ground floor, we found out we were John Maxwell team members. That was just so amazing. You had all the qualities of an excellent team member of the John Maxwell team, an excellent coach, a good human being. It was, and that I have never forgotten that day. I can remember your smile. I can remember our conversations. So I wanted the audience to know that, because you are indeed a person of value who values others. I really wanted the audience to know that. So thank you today, and thank you for inviting me on here. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, Beth. It's been a journey with a lot of learns and a lot of wins. But most of all, I have found myself in a place where I have been transforming a lot of lives. And I am so grateful for that. I am so grateful that I get to serve people who want better for themselves, who want to stretch, and who keep coming back. Maggie, I need your help for this, and I need your, and I don't want to be in a place where I feel that, hey, you must always come to me, but it feels good when you know you're impacting lives and you're influencing people. So it's been a good journey. It's been very good.
That's amazing. And I remember that day that we met as well. Like it was so exciting once we started talking through that, talking through our little journey down, and then found that out. And I felt the same way about you that you felt about me. Like it truly and genuinely, like it just made my heart so happy. And from the day that I met you, like just so, you have such a ray of sunshine about you, and you can just see that light shining through you. And I know for both of us, being able to help other people has been one of the things that we've loved the most about this journey that we've been on. It's so rewarding to see people's lives being transformed. It's not because of us, but it's because we ask the right questions. We help them to find their vision and their dreams and realize that they're possible, and be able to work through opportunities that maybe they have with their organization, and just giving them that positive light and being able to shine for them, to show that there is something else that's possible. So I 100% agree with you. It's never easy. The journey is never easy, right? And nobody ever said it was gonna be easy. But so talk to us a little bit about what you've been doing the last couple of years. I want to hear some of these great stories that you have to tell.
Absolutely. So, over the I left my full-time job with my last employer. We're not going to give everybody props here. We're not going to advertise for them in March of 2018. And of course, I decided that I'm going to use my skill, my experience, and my John Maxwell background, the quality training through coaching and speaking that I was acquiring so I could go out there into the world and help people be better team players, be more accountable, be more responsible for the roles that they play. It has not been extremely easy, Beth, but when I do get the opportunities, I give my best. And the good thing is, people tell others about you. All right. So I've gotten the opportunity to train government employees, private companies, you know, small mom and pop companies. I get the opportunity to train lots and lots of people, whether it's the way they communicate with each other, because that is one of the biggest challenges in organizations. People just don't understand each other because they don't communicate well with each other. They do not know how people want to be communicated to. So
You,
here we are, you and I are both disc consultants.
this
Yes.
consultant right there. I do
Yes.
human behavior consultants here to help
Yes.
you with your needs.
Exactly. So we help them understand who they are based on their personalities and why people behave the way they behave and why you respond the way you respond. So that in itself is great. I do a lot of communication workshops. I also add my own content based on my experience in the world of retail, based on my experience with just people on the whole. There are times, Beth, I will have a dry spell, maybe a good 2 months, perhaps even three. I've gone through with a dry spell for a whole 3 months already. And if I can't do any training, then I, you know, want to speak, go to an organization, where they want a speaker just to lively up that day's, whether it's a meeting, whether it's just whatever it is that they have. I go out there and I also speak. But it is beautiful what I am doing out there. And it's beautiful the responses that I'm getting. And it's even more beautiful when they ask you to come back.
For sure, right? So
Yes.
who are some of the organizations? So if we think you're in the Houston market, correct?
Yes, I'm in the
Yes, so
Houston
you're in the
market. Yes.
Houston, Texas market. So I know a lot of people in the Houston area. So what
Yes.
are some of the organizations that, what are some of those services that you like to offer? You said you can come and speak, you can come and train. Who are some of the organizations that you're there to help?
Okay, I've actually worked with U of H. I have worked with government organizations. I have worked with private organizations. There's an organization that I have worked with from the day I stepped out of Best Buy, and I work with them up to a day like today. And they have grown. I took this organization when they were like under $500,000. They did this past year, they did over $5 million. Oh
Woo! Talk
yeah.
about a return
And
on your
and
investment.
she has tripled her employees. And listen, she is
Wow.
now in talks with a bank to purchase her own building. This this
That's
is an
so awesome.
organization who they build blocks so that they can build houses and all of that. And she also offers a staffing agency, so she does staffing, and they are growing by leaps and bounds. And I started with them when she had 6 employees. She
Wow.
has tripled that, and of course, this year she's going to grow even more. Less than 500,000, and this year she's reporting a little over 5 million, and
That's
that
awesome.
feels yes,
That's
that feels good.
awesome. And I think, people don't realize the power of investing in your team, the power of each other understanding and being able to communicate effectively and efficiently, you know, just the culture of the building, how it changes when people are able to communicate with each other, and, you know, they don't feel like somebody's yelling at them because they're a direct person, right? So when you start kind of, you know, and that you've got that client, you know, the person that's the real inspiring and they're the fun person, everybody's like, why can't they work? You know, when they don't understand that about each other, but then you flip it and you start training, you start working on the communication, you start working and using these tools. I mean, you and I both have been doing this for years, right? Like, we're not going to say how many years, but I mean, we both work with numerous groups, whether it's nonprofits or whatever, right? Or large corporations. And we have so many, like, we've been exposed to so many things. And what people don't realize is you and I are here to help share that knowledge. Like, we have been, you know, sent out to go and help other organizations be able to accomplish, because in our corporate life, right, so in the previous world we were in, both of us were very successful leaders. We weren't just managers, we were leaders. We helped inspire people, we helped to get people promoted, we helped to encourage people and show them that there was something different. And I think that's what so many people don't realize is the power. Like, you cannot put a dollar amount on the power of investing in your teams. The managers of these businesses, the owners of these businesses, when business owners put money into their company from a training and development standpoint, and from a coaching and teaching and inspiring, what that, and you literally just, I mean, what is that like? I can't even add it up. You went 500,000 to 5 million.
Billion.
Like, I mean, literally, like, what's that, 400?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, that's adding zeros. Like, we're not talking about adding a couple of dollars. Like, there's no way that business owner could ever anticipate it. And we're not going to say all of it was from that training and development. But what we can say is we know that training and development played a critical part in the success of that organization, and will continue to do that because they understand the benefit of it. That
Absolutely.
the employees feel valued, the employees feel recognized, the employees feel heard. And when you do that,
yes,
sky's the limit. The sky
they
is the limit.
That's right, Bev. They take action. And these owners, these business owners or managers or people managers or human resource directors, whoever it is who bring us in, they understand that it is important that they get the ego out of the way, because, you know, most times they believe, some of these business owners believe, I can train my own employee. No, you can't. You can't. You're in the
Oh, you
picture.
can, but you're definitely not going to get the same effect.
Right, you won't get the same results. There are too many blind spots.
Mhm.
Allow me to come in. I have made a lot of mistakes. I have a lot of experience. I am coming from a different point of view. I'm coming from a place that you have not been. I have different knowledge from you. Give me the opportunity to help your team get you to where you want to go. You want your bottom line to be a lot more greener. Allow me, because if you
Get out of
don't,
the red and move to the green.
that's right. Because if you don't allow us to come in and do the training and do the dirty work, let's roll up our sleeves, do the work for you. You're just going to get yourself bogged down, and you personally will not grow because you're doing things that somebody else needs to do for you so you can move on and you can look at the business from a higher point of view.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we
Take the
do.
blinders off. Take the
Take
blinders
it
off.
off.
Take the
Take it
blinders
off.
off.
Take it off. Let us do the work. We're coming in with the experience. And what I love to tell people about my story is, you know, I didn't just get here. I had a lot of failures. I was surrounded by people who themselves didn't even go to do any training for themselves. And now I am going to cut short your time to get there because I have the experience. I've done it, been there.
we paid the money and we paid the time.
That's
And
right.
we got the bruises to show it, right?
That's right.
That's
That's
the
right.
thing, right? I mean, but like I said, both of us have worked for very successful organizations, and
Yeah.
we've had so much invested in us from some of those organizations. But to the other aspect, I know you and I both, right, over the years have spent thousands and I kind of get sick and go, oh my goodness, I spent how much money on my personal growth and development and coaches and mentors and,
Right.
training programs and all the things, right? And I know both of us have done that. And when you start looking at what we've invested in ourselves to be able to invest in these teams and invest in these companies and wanting to add value, I truly believe that we have things that will allow these companies to really thrive. And again, we could be competitors, and I could be like, no, like I want it all, right? But there's so much need that's out there. Company cultures are literally going in the trash right now.
Yeah.
Businesses have horrible retention rates.
Yes.
Sales are declining.
Yes.
Customers are leaving.
Oh boy.
And I tell people all the time, it starts with the team members. It starts with appreciating the team members. It starts with investing in the team members. And when you invest in the team members, they invest in your customers. And when they invest in the customers keep coming back. And you retain the team members, which means you're spending less money in training, because ultimately they're probably going to end up spending more money in training if they don't hire you than they would if they did, because the astronomical amount that every new hire costs you because you lost somebody is astronomical.
That's right. It costs you so much more to keep doing all these interviews and training and retraining. If you treat your employees horribly, ultimately what you think they're going to do, they're going to treat your customers, and your customer, a satisfied customer and a loyal customer, is the lifeblood of your business. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep your business, the doors open, or do you want to have people coming through a revolving door that every time your customer talks to somebody or coming to visit you, they have a new face to deal with and having to get to know you all over again all the time? What are you for?
Right.
Who are you for? What do you want? And that's why we're here. That's why we're here. Sometimes when I have a discovery conversation, I hear stuff like, well, we don't need a coach. Doesn't matter how successful you are, you need a coach. You need that
Amen.
person to come alongside. It doesn't matter. You're successful and you have a coach, you're only going to explode. You're going to get better. You're going to get better results. Because right now you're trying to really build a solid culture, a culture of greatness in your company. And that's why we're here. That's why we go back to our training, Bev, time and time again, because things change in every environment. And we want to make sure that we are with the change so we can bring that to your company. That's what
1% better every day. 1% better every day. And the only way that you can do that is to invest in yourself.
That's right.
Every
That's right.
single.
I love what I do. I'm excited about going into businesses
yeah.
and pouring into people. I'm excited about multiplying leaders. I'm just excited about people who want to stretch. Because listen, you give them a vision, they want to fight, they want to do well. They want you to tell them, golly, you did a damn good job. Now, if you can't tell them, bring me in, I'll let them know and I'll teach you how to tell them. People
Right.
want the best for themselves. No one wants to walk into work every day and just be like, they be down. Well, if that's what you need in your business, then your business will not be opened for too long. But if you want the best, you bring in the best so they can train your team to be the best. And that's what you and I do, Beth. That's what we do best.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I definitely I respect your time, Maggie.
Thank you.
I am so grateful for you joining me today. and just chatting with me, right? Like
Right.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So
Right.
you never know. We might have Miss Maggie back on at some other time again, but we definitely appreciate. How can they, if anybody's interested in kind of hearing from you, like I said, I know you're out and you never know, like me and you may get together out in Houston and do something. Maybe we do
You
a
just
tag
never
team
know.
something. So I'm out in Houston every now and then. So we might need to get together and do some kind of event. People need
You,
to stay tuned.
you
So
never know. And I can get over to Tennessee. Hey, we are business owners. We just jump on that plane. So if anybody wants to get in touch with me, I'm on LinkedIn as Maggie Jean. I'm on Facebook as Maggie Jean. And my website is maggiejeancoaching.com. And just reach out and I'll be very happy to have a discovery conversation. We're here to help. I'm here to help.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you have a great week. And if y'all need to get in touch with her, MaggieJeanCoaching.com, Maggie Jean on LinkedIn, Facebook, all the things. Or if you got any questions, shoot a message down in the comments below. And we look forward to hearing from y'all soon. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.